Well, you see, I think that when the book has not been scheduled yet, we have time. We can play with it. I will then read it very carefully, and before I actually get a letter to the author, I will have a conversation by phone and tell the author exactly what I think. I'll say I'm going to expand on all these things in my letter, but I don't want the author to be surprised. By the time she gets my letter, or he gets my letter, they have a pretty good sense of what's going to be asked of them. All of this, it's not that I go back to the author and say, you have to do this. The author has to agree with me. So this is a very delicate relationship where I have to convince the writer that by making these changes, her book is going to be all the better for it. Now, this is not as easy as it sounds, because an author who is completely committed to his idea of the book is not going to be open to the kind of large-scale changes that I'm suggesting. I have to convince them that this is a good way to think about the book. It's not a bad way, it's not a weak way, it's a good way, it's a strong way to think about the book. Once I've convinced them of that, then it's much easier, because then there are two people on that same raft. I keep coming back to the idea of a boat or a raft, but it is that, really, because there are two of you involved, and it's a very gratifying, a very rewarding relationship for both, for the editor as well as the author, but only if there is a complete agreement on what needs to be done. That's key.
Thank you for listening. Please review our other available content for help writing, publishing, and marketing your book. If you have any questions about the Author Learning Center, please contact us by email at authorsupport@authorlearningcenter.com.